Look at it now, and if I go like that, it does look a bit better.
Do it again.
It does, it just freshens it.
Sort of does.
It does!
I don't want to fuel your body dysmorphia.
I think I am addicted to it. I've got body dysmorphia. I never used to admit it, but I've got to have it. Ugly, ugly, ugly.
Clearly beautiful pictures.
Oh, no, I don't think they are.
You don't then look like what humans look like. Is that the aim? One word that came up a lot.
She needs a cuddle.
No, some people said narcissist.
Really? I've always acted dumber because it's easy.
Are you kind of a genius, or is it like stuff's just happening to me?
People like Kate, you know what you're doing.
Tell people how it does work. You want to be an it girl or something.
So I am the product. I don't. People believe headlines, but headlines can destroy you. I had a breakdown. I tried to kill myself twice. I did myself, and I don't know how I survived it.
He was actually kidnapped.
The last time he FaceTimed me, he had his hands tied. He generally did.
Where is he now?
He's in... You tell me, what is the fascination? What do you think it is?
Quick thing, this interview took us years to get over the line, but I persisted because I'm fascinated by Katie Price. And right towards the end, I asked her whether she would have been happier without fame. It's a big moment. While you watch, note the exact moment your opinion of her changes. And please, if you appreciate the effort we go to bring these to you, please subscribe. For those who don't know, like outside the country and all that, how would you describe yourself?
Then that is a really good question, because I don't know, because I've done everything. But what doesn't match with me is my close circle of friends who I've known for years. They just know, it's weird. My job, whatever my job is, doesn't match with me because I'm so normal, down to earth, just think I'm like everyone else. But then I've got this crazy persona that people are just so fascinated with. And I'm always like, but what is the fascination? I don't know. It's just my life. I don't even know the answer myself. I said to my sister on our podcast the other day, because obviously the football was on, and I went, do you think the England squad know who I am? And they're like, well, of course they do. I said, what, you really think all the England squad would know who I am? They're like, oh, shut up, Kate. I went, well, I don't know. Not everyone would know who I am. And then it's weird, since my documentaries went up, some people have messaged me and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know they knew who I was. I'm just so humble with it because this is all I ever know. I've been doing this since I was 17. I'm like 48 now, and I don't know. It's just all I know.
It's funny because you are quite humble and you seem really nice. And like, it's not the image necessarily that the press has of you.
No. Completely.
What is the biggest difference from what the press say about you and who you really are?
If I'm honest, through the years, obviously when you go shopping, you go past the magazine bit, I always pick up my Horse and Hound and Country Life. Yeah. Because I like looking at the houses, and obviously Horse and Hound, I love my horses, I've always bought it.
Are they paying you to say that?
No, they actually don't. They actually don't. No, they don't. No, but they don't.
Yeah.
Did you know, and this is another thing, I don't really like people paying me for stuff because I always think there's always another agenda, or if someone wants to gift you something, it never is a gift because they'll always want something. So I'd rather just pay for something for myself.
Yeah.
But through the years, when I've seen myself on the shelves and I see these stories, I look at it and I'm like, that's so not even true. So looking at it, from an outside, I would look at it and think, God, she must be nuts, that girl, like unstable, nuts. Like, what must her life be like? Chaos. Now, my life is chaos, but it's not bad how they think it is. It's just the headlines. People believe headlines. I don't know so much about these days, mind you, they do. But headlines can destroy you. Because they, especially the era I started, they'd get a picture of you and they just write whatever narrative they want against the picture, which is not true. You
said that you don't that people paying you for stuff, you don't like being paid for stuff, but then you're also known as like one of the people who have sold your life in many respects.
But that's about me. Like, the fun thing about being me is when I've done makeup, hair dryers and that, I'd only create some I'd want to use myself. And then I know everyone else like it. Like, my fan base, what would I say they are? They're not really posh people. They're more working class. So if I like something, I know they like it. So I create stuff that I want to use myself.
Do you think is there a snobbishness in sort of the middle classes?
Absolutely. I remember years ago at the Polo at Cartier, they wouldn't give me a table. They said, no, we're not having her here.
But did you have all your tats and everything out?
No, I didn't have tattoos then. This is the latest thing.
Because I've had it with I was out with my wife in Italy and we went to one of the churches and they wouldn't let her in because she had like what you're wearing, there was the straps or whatever.
Yeah.
So was it to do with that or was it that because you're Katie Price?
Katie Price.
They're like, we're not having her at the Polo. Why did you want to go to the Polo?
I just love horses.
Oh, yeah.
I'm into horses, aren't I?
Yeah. I went in Argentina. They got loads of polo there.
I've been to polo in Argentina
Have you?
as well. Yeah.
You'd have gone to the same place, the Hippodrome.
Probably, yeah. I love it.
They let you in.
The smell of horses, everything. There is a snob. It's even in the book world.
Yeah.
Because my books have all gone #1 and stuff. And I'm frowned upon from it. I'm like, but why can't I do it? Why do you have to be a certain person?
Yeah.
It's like, having the acceptance in everything. And I think the difference with me, whether it's a snobby situation or not, I'm still successful in it and people can't get their head around it.
Are you kind of a genius or is it like stuff's just happening to me?
Stuff does happen. And people are like, Kate, you know what you're doing. I do to an instant, but I swear things just happen to me. Like when I did the documentary, it was only supposed to be 2 parts.
Yeah.
But then they started getting all footage and that. They're like, nah, we can't make this 2 parts. They're supposed to be 45 minutes long. Then they pushed them to 65 minutes and they're like, no, we need more. Then it was to 4. They're like, we could just make it 10. But obviously with Sky, they could only push it to 4. So the last episode is jumping from 2017 to 2025.
Bloody hell.
But really, there's a lot that happened then that they could have stretched it. And they're like, Kate, can you just stay at home, not go out, don't do anything till the documentary comes out? Because as we're filming, more stuff is coming out about you. It's like you could just have a long-term, it's like a soap opera.
Yeah.
Like your life could just be weekly like that. And I said, well, that's why I used to love doing reality because there's always something, always. It's nuts. I don't know how.
I think you're smarter than, either smarter than you're letting on or smarter than you think you are.
I've always acted dumber because it's easier. No one expects nothing then.
Yeah.
But
I do that.
But you've got to be, I don't think anyone is cut out to be in the industry and last as long as me because it is brutal. And you have to accept you're not always going to be liked. I'm not manufactured, definitely not manufactured. I make mistakes, of course I do. But it's very rare. People like I see on the wall, Robbie, he's sustained it all, but his life has been up and down like mine, and we're honest. We're honest about it all. We don't hide away from nothing. And when I look back from when I started, I've seen so many pop bands come and go, presenters come and go, models come and go. And to like, where are they now? And there's only very few of us who are still, I would say, relevant now. I don't know why I'm relevant. I still, that I really generally don't know. I really don't know what the fascination or interest in me is. That I don't get. Because I'm like, all I do is go home after work and just chill like everyone else. But yeah, I'll be at home chilling and a story comes out. I'm like, but I haven't done anything. Like on my podcast every week, we do headlines of the week. And I'm like, well, what if I haven't done anything? You know, I've just been at home in the sun sunbathing. What have I done?
That's mad.
But every day there is a story about me. Every single day there's a story on me without fail.
But you sort of need it to keep you, it's like the royal family almost. You've got to stay relevant.
Yeah, but I don't try and be relevant. This is the thing. I don't wake up and think, oh, I'm going to do something today because I need to be in the paper. It'd be nice just to not be in the paper for once.
I don't know, because I'm thinking now, like I'm talking to you and I think this is a smart lady, right?
Yeah.
And already, for example, we've been talking a few minutes. I think you've mentioned your podcast about 6 times, documentary.
Because that's all I do.
But I think you know what you're doing.
Do you? See, there's like Paddy who interviewed me, right? Yeah. At the end of it, I went, do you think you've worked me out yet? He went, you're really hard to work out because there's so many sides to you. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And he has spent so much time with me. But he just said, you are just very kind, caring, loving, down to earth. But he says, but then you've got these other sides to you. I said, have I? I don't know, it's me. Like, it's funny that you said that, so maybe naturally I'll just say it, but I'm not here to plug anything.
Huh.
But I suppose that's my life, isn't it, what I do now?
Yeah, you're such an intriguing person. That's what I'm sitting down trying to work out.
That's what Paddy was the same. He said
Wow.
exactly the same to shoot. And he spent, 18 months filming me. He said exactly the same. Intriguing was the word he used.
You know who we had sat in that seat was Bonnie Blue. And
she wants to work with me, Bonnie Blue.
does she?
And what was she like?
Well, I was doing the same thing. I'm like, what's going on in behind the eyes?
So I don't know enough about her to know. The thing is with me, everyone's grown up with me since I was 17. They've grown up. So I'm not acting on anything. You can't act. Like I say, I've had good days, bad days, good days, life experiences, marriages, trauma, this, that it really has happened. So it's not like I'm making it up.
I have heard, so I spoke to lots of people. I said, oh, Katie Price is coming on, people in the industry.
Yeah.
And I heard,
they're like, oh, God.
well, I heard, well, lovely, nice,
Yeah.
charismatic, funny. She's going to be great. She's so cool. You're going to have an hour of just entertainment.
Yeah.
But as with anybody, there was the other side as well.
Yeah.
So one word that came up a lot, and I think it probably applies to all of us in
She
different
needs a
measures.
cuddle.
No, some people said narcissist.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never been called a narcissist in my life. I've been with narcissists, and so I very much know what a narcissist is, gaslighting, and that is definitely not me.
I suppose people think of models in general, right? Because it's
Yeah.
photos of yourself, you're looking at yourself a lot.
I've got one mirror in my house, so that's hardly someone who loves themselves.
So do you not look at yourself a lot?
I don't like the way I look.
Would you say it's the opposite then, that you really don't love yourself?
I love myself inside,
Yeah.
but I don't like what I look like. Never have done.
I was amazed watching your documentary.
Yeah.
And you were looking at photos of yourself when you were, I don't know how old you were, but when Jordan started.
Yeah, so the only pictures I thought, yeah, she's cute, was when I was about 5 to 7, like at that age.
But
then talking to people, because obviously men are the downfall of my life.
yeah, they're bastards.
And we're like, is it because I was abused at 7? That's when I decided not to like myself psychological, because it's weird, because even when I looked at it, obviously I watched the documentary, and it's weird to watch and reflect on myself thinking, oh my God, this is about me.
Yeah.
And it seems that I didn't like myself from after I got abused.
Okay, that's
That's
really
what I
sad.
got from it.
That's like an origin story of you that people I don't think most people are
No.
familiar with.
Yeah.
Are you able to recount?
I was raped in a park when I was 7. So it's weird because from then I don't like pictures. I've never realised that until I watched it back, thinking it all makes sense because men have always abused me.
And maybe...
And then my dad wasn't present.
Have
So
you
it's-
always found yourself going towards men who don't treat you the way they should?
Yeah.
That's
Which is
probably...
weird,
And maybe
yeah.
that's part of it.
But then at the same time, I am not used to having any good headlines written about me. 30 years, always been shit. Since my documentary's come out, it's like, oh, we've changed our perception of you. You're so nice, keep going. I'm thinking, whoa, what's going on here? I'm not used to it. I'm not used to nicey nice. I'm like, what's going on here?
How does
Because
that feel?
I'm not used to it. And it's the same with men. They always put me down, this, that. And media always put me down. So I'm always used to negative. So if something positive's there, I'm like, I don't know how to take it. It's really weird.
It's like you're more comfortable people saying negative things about
It's
you.
all I've been used to, apart from my friends,
Yeah.
like, because they know me. Because I give them love, they give me love.
Did you ever talk to your family or anyone about what happened to you when you were 7?
Yeah, my mum, because my mum was in the park having a cup of tea with her friend. And so we just went through the bush to the park. So
That might be responsible, really, for everything. that
yeah, well,
came-
I've had therapy, and they always say it stems from childhood, everything. I used to think, oh, I doubt it. But I think it actually does.
Might do, especially this kind of not liking how you look after. Because
Because
everybody, especially when you started, the whole point was look how beautiful this woman was.
But I never, or don't. And even when I watch the documentary, I share it. I'll go, oh, that's ugly, ugly, ugly. I'll say it all the time.
Yeah. Well,
I hate it.
These clearly beautiful pictures.
Oh no, I don't think they are. But then everyone says I look like Princess. And I think I do in the early days. And I think Princess is gorgeous.
That's your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I don't think I am. And then Princess is like, Mum, you're so pretty. Even the kids, you're so pretty. Why did you do all this to yourself? I'm like, but I don't see myself like that. Like I say, I've got one mirror in my house. It's just in my kitchen because it's so big I can't put it anywhere else. Because it used to be on the wall at my old house. So it's just like a freestanding mirror because everyone's like, Kate, you don't have mirrors in your house.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so because there was this thing in the newspaper around this when you were getting well known that was should Jordan get a boob job?
Yeah.
And they voted against it, like overwhelmingly. The men in the newspaper stuff, they were voting against that.
Yeah.
And then you just did it anyway.
Yeah, I'm very much like that. If I want to do something, I'll do it.
But doesn't it tell you that men actually prefer looking at a woman with natural boobs?
But I did it for myself. That's what I mean. I didn't do it for men. I did it for myself.
And also you exploded in your career after doing it. So maybe you know what the men want more than they do.
I just do things myself. If I'm told not to do something, if I believe I want to do it, I'll do it anyway. Like my press calls, because I like to dress up for them. Like, because no one else does that. And I love it. I love being creative.
Yeah.
And so many people are like, oh, you can't do that. Okay. And I'm like, well, if you don't want to be part of it, don't. I'm doing it anyway. Because I know, it's like with the media, that's all I know. You give them something, they give something back. So that's free advertising. I know if I dress how I do and really go for it, the press love it. They all come along and I know it gets in the papers. You can't buy advertising in the papers. So it's my way of getting in the papers. As long as they say what product I'm doing, I don't care.
So you do know
that's quite genius, that. But yeah, things like that, yeah.
So tell people how it does work for those of us, because I don't know. Most people don't know. How does it work with the press? You want to become a person. What would you say, an it girl or something?
No, like, say if I've got a perfume out. Most people who've got perfume out, they do TV adverts or they advertise it in magazines or things like. It's quite hard to get shelf space and stuff like that. Or they get a celebrity like a supermodel to do an advert for it, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas me, people like Gucci and that would never book me for a job. So I am the product. I'm the product. I don't work for anyone else. I am the work. I am the product. So if I've got a perfume out, I get so excited creating the bottle, the picture on it, creating the smell. I love all of that. And then I think of a name where I know what press call I could do to match the name because I want to then dress up for it. So, like Kissable, one of my perfumes was called Kissable. I was pregnant at the time. I didn't feel like particularly comfortable, but I thought if I get an outfit made with big lips, like, because it's all big lips because the perfume's called Kissable. So that's what I did. You get a backdrop, stand there, invite all the press, do your interviews. I do my pictures. Yeah, I'm standing there, big lips, and it gets in the paper for my perfume, holding it, free advertising.
That's amazing.
The media get me dressed like a dick, and but it gets in the paper. But the thing is, I love it. It's all about being creative.
Man.
When I got that horse, I had a book out. Can't remember what one that was called.
Yeah.
Where I don't know if you've watched The War Horse. The film.
But it's Spielberg, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, there's like a black horse in it, and that was the actual horse I used for my press school. So I had to go all the way to the filming studios where they keep the horses and had to learn to rear on the horse. So then they brought the horse all the way to the studio. And so I was rearing on the horse from the war horse. And
what's
the press
rearing?
loved it.
Going backwards on the
horse?
horse?
Like rearing up. So it's on its back legs, rearing up.
Oh, that's scary.
So that was the actual horse in the film. But the fact that I brought it to the London studios, reared in front of all these photographers and that, it just made amazing pictures. Another press call, I had to learn to fire, what is it, fire burn? What do they call it?
Yeah, but breathing fire or something.
Breathing fire.
Blowing, yeah.
For another book. So I had to have a few lessons how to breathe fire because I knew it would look good for the press call.
Bloody
so
hell.
It's not like I just turn up, do it. I do all my homework before I do it. So I put time and effort in everything. I have the same guy that makes my costumes since I was 18.
Right.
He's amazing, Adrian. He does all Tom Hanks films. He's done the Spice Girls. He still does it all now. He's amazing. So there's lots of things behind the scenes people don't see that I'm involved in. And I just enjoy every moment of it.
That's cool. And then we were talking about the surgeries and stuff, like the enhancements.
Yes.
How many have you had?
I don't know.
We're talking dozens.
I honestly don't know. I don't know how many anaesthetics I've had.
What is it? Where have you had things done most?
Boobs.
Okay.
Up, down, up, down, up, down.
I've got to look at you in the eyes when you tell me that.
No, it's true.
Yeah, I know, but just because I don't want to be like looking down.
Oh.
I've got a wife.
Well, I had these done about a month ago, but that one's a bit smaller, so I'm going back in September.
Okay, I am
he's got to
looking
make
now,
it
'cause I'm just-
even. That one's bigger than that. But when you have surgery, nothing's ever perfect, you know.
I always wonder because they put this stuff in there.
Yeah.
And the guy was showing the documentary. It's hard.
Oh,
You can
Dr.
like bash it. You can bash it with your hands. Like it's hard stuff.
That was funny.
Yeah, but then like, is there a point at which like your skin's just stretched too much?
No, and I remember when I did Big Brother, I nearly didn't make the final because I'd had my boobs done before I went in and I was getting sepsis. So they had to keep rushing me to the hospital. And my surgeon would come and dress me and they kept saying, Kate, you've got to come out. I'm like, no, I haven't come this far. I'm staying. And then lucky I stayed because I won it. But as soon as I came out, I went straight to Brussels, had my implants taken out for 6 months, had to rest it all. And it was weird not having boobs in. I thought they're going to look disgusting, my boobs. They didn't at all.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be like all saggy.
Yeah, they weren't. It was weird. But it felt weird to not have boobs because I could wear different clothes, it more like fashion stuff, because designer stuff doesn't fit me because they're designed smaller. And it did feel nice for a bit, but then I missed the boobs and they went back in.
We were just in Japan.
Just like that.
'Cause I was in Japan looking at the fashion stuff, and as a man, you know, who's big and tall, it was very difficult to find something that's good. Yeah. Everyone's got to be skinny and little for fashion. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Why do boobs sometimes get what's the word? Not diseased. What's happened? It's septic.
Or encapsulate.
Like when it goes wrong and you had to get them taken.
Encapsulate, where it can go hard.
But is that what happens?
Yeah, some people, but I like that look.
Or an infection or something?
Oh, it can happen to anyone.
It just happens.
Your body could just reject it. And I think everyone, when it's easy now on Instagram and stuff, you can see before and after ops, and a lot of people airbrush the bit after to make it look good.
Yeah.
But people don't realise you've got that bit in between that isn't nice, and you've just got to trust the process. But every time you're under the knife, anything can go wrong. Like, it doesn't mean to say if you do your face, it's going to heal well. There's always a risk with everything.
Because I used to live in Medellin in Colombia, and that's like the capital.
Apparently they're brilliant there.
They do it like mad,
that.
yeah. Cheap as chips out there. But a lot of the women there, they get their bottoms done.
I know. See, I so want to get my implants. I've booked it in, then haven't, because so many people said, Kate, don't do implants. Just don't do implants.
In your bottom.
Yeah, so I haven't. I have actually listened.
Because that one, people die.
Yeah, and the I've had filler in it, but the filler does not last me. It's the same as my lips. I don't know if it's my high metabolism. It never lasts on me. Yeah. So I've had the filler in the bud, but I've stopped it now because I've heard of so many people dying doing it that I'm not even doing that now because I'm like, nah. Yeah.
The thing with the surgeries, they scare the shit out of me. Maybe this is a me thing because I'm supposed to get a nose thing done because I can't breathe well through my nose. They want me to do just a little thing. They'd like break a thing in, or I don't know what.
Yeah, your sinus stuff.
I'm petrified of it. And
what is it you're scared of? Are you scared of the anaesthetic bit, or thinking you won't wake up,
that's
or what's
part
it
of
you're scared of?
So you know the fear. Yeah, that's part of it. And then the other is like I'm asleep. And there's a bunch of guys sticking things up my nose. That thought.
See, it's so weird how people think. Do you know what I'm scared of?
What?
Just the needle going in my arm.
Before going to sleep.
Yeah, because I know I've got tattoos, but I'm really, really needle phobic.
Shit.
Because it's a medical needle. They can never get blood out of me. And I think that's what's traumatic when they wiggle it to try and get blood and they're in and out.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's not nice.
No, once the needle is in, because I go to the same place and they know me, I always make sure the anaesthetist, I say, do it nice and slow. And I try and fight it. But I love it. I'm never scared. And I always say to people, like, just relax when you'll get going. The most important person in the room is the anaesthetist, not the surgeon. And people don't think of it like that. And the anaesthetists are the ones that are doing all your body stuff. So whenever I have surgery, I always find who the anaesthetist is and say, thank you, please look after me. Because I say, I know you're the most important person in the room. It's not the surgeon, it's the anaesthetist.
That's interesting.
And I have found different countries do different kinds of anaesthetic. Some you feel really sick in. Some places you go, you don't.
Interesting.
Turkey, I always feel sick after.
It can't be good for you doing all of these surgeries.
Of course it's not.
Yeah. So is this then an addiction? You know, your daughter said...
I think I am addicted to it.
Yeah.
I've got body dysmorphia. I never used to admit it, but I've got to have. Because I look at myself and I'm like, oh...
Who was that woman in the 2000s? I can't think of her name right now. Who was like the other Katie Price woman, but she wasn't as famous as you. She also got loads of tattoos.
Oh, you mean Jodie Marsh?
Yeah, and she also did it. Like all the face, because the thing is, you don't then look like a recognizable kind of what humans look like.
Yeah.
Is that the aim?
That's a good question. No, I just don't like what I see. It's weird. There's not anyone out there I want to look like. I know I've joked and said I want to look like a Bratz doll, but I'm not stupid. I'm never going to look like a Bratz doll. I mean, it's not even real itself.
Yeah.
But then, so when I've been to LA and I look at some women, I'm like, "Phew, that's horrific. Don't let me ever look like that." Because there's too far. And there's been times in my past where I've looked at myself and I've been like, Kate, no, you're looking a bit freaky now.
Do you panic in that moment?
And then I'm like, no more.
Have you panicked, like going, shit, what have I ddone?
Sometimes my lips I have.
But that's temporary, isn't it?
Yeah. But I don't want to look like the alien. Because there's as much, I know I've had surgery, but I've realised what it is. Girls these days, remember I'm 48, so I could do what I like to myself now. Because I didn't have it I had my boobs done, but I've never done my face or anything like that till I got into my 40s. And I say that to Princess as well. So I did do my whole career with my own face.
Yeah. The issue is aging though, isn't it? Because no one can age.
But I don't do it to look younger. I just don't like what I see. We're never going to look younger because obviously your hands tell a sign, your neck, this.
Yeah.
Like I don't do it to look younger. I do it because I don't like what I see. But at the same time, so many girls now, they pump all fillers and all that in their face, and then they do all the jawline, and they all look like aliens to me. I think
Can you frown?
No, that's Botox.
What happened? Can you like do the best frown you can do?
That is it.
That's the most you can frown.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Because I saw like Friends, you know, the reunion.
I never watched Friends.
Oh, well, they all came back and like they'd all just had so much stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'd watch the reunion because I just wanted to see what they look like because it's fascinating.
Yeah.
But what people do with me, they get an old picture of me in my 20s and they compare it to what I look like now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, anybody, if you look at your pictures in your 20s to when you're 48, you're going to look different whether you've had surgery or not.
That's true.
And I always get compared to younger pictures. I'm like, well, look at yourself at that age.
But we'll never know
everyone's going to look different.
We'll never know what 48-year-old Katie Price would have looked like.
I wouldn't know. But I've always had good skin. Always had good skin. And I don't have a beauty, what do they call it? A beauty regime, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I'm just old-fashioned, like just a nice moisturiser, that's it. I never wear makeup unless I'm working. And you would think that because I have all this surgery that you would think I don't leave the house unless I look a certain way. I'm not like that either. I don't put all makeup on and go out and get all my hair done because I don't care. I do it for me, not for anyone else to look at. It's really weird to understand that.
What you're describing really is an illness, isn't it? You're saying body dysmorphia?
Yeah, I definitely have that.
And so what does it fit? For someone who's never had that, try and take us, like, to make me imagine what it feels like in your head.
Well, I look in the mirror and think, oh no, I need to, that's not right. I need to get rid of that. And I don't even know what it is. Like now, like I want to go to the surgeon in September, say, can you just pull a bit there? Because I know it looks better. Like, look, you look at it now.
Yeah.
And if I go like that, it does look a bit better.
Do it again. Okay,
it does. It just freshens it.
Sort of does.
It does. You know it does. Like, look, even a lift there, like, if I just sort of go like that, just a little lift, it looks fresher.
I don't want to fuel your body dysmorphia.
But it does.
I'm not fueling it.
I had a lip lift here, which I don't recommend anyone ever do. That's the thing I regret. Because now if you look at my nose, it looks wonky. Look.
That's the coke.
So no, I never did it that much. No, I never did. No, I actually didn't. I'll tell you.
Who was the woman who burnt the whole?
Daniela Westbrook.
Went through her.
No, I never did enough like that. That's from the lip lift.
But
if you look, I'm getting that done in September. Look, they're just going to straighten that nostril bit there. No, I've never. I've never done coke like that. Are you joking?
See, I think what's happening with this is like each individual thing seems like the right thing to do in the moment, but then when you add them all together, it ends up too much.
Yeah, but I've always say, if you're going to do it, just do little bits at a time. Because I think what some women do, they leave it until a certain age and then they get it done. And then it is a shock to everyone because they're like, whoa, have you seen what they look like now? They've done this. Whereas me, I just do little bits here, there.
Yeah.
And I tell everyone what I do.
I
don't shy away from it.
You're going to look mental at like 80.
And my kids say that.
Yeah,
they're like, Mum.
Joan Rivers.
That's too far. I thought she's
Is
done
she
too
further
much.
than what? Do you think she's further than you?
Yeah, I don't. Like, there's some things where I'm like, no.
Yeah,
Because I still think I look normal. I don't think I look like a surgery freak.
You look... Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because we were talking, I think before the cameras... Oh, no, we were on, I think, about the class thing, the snobbery and things like that. And if I would say what you look like a kind of a Love Island woman.
I love that.
Yeah. But that's a class thing. Because someone who's maybe more middle class would hate that. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not everyone's cup of tea what they would want to look like.
Well, fuck them. Who cares about
that? But no, I don't care what no one says anyway. But like, I can look at people and go, I don't want to look like that's too surgery-fied. But even though I've had a lot of surgery, I don't think I look, considering how much surgery I don't think I look like, I think I look better in life than I do on picture. But I've come here today and I have to say, I've got no hair extensions in. I've taken my eyelashes off because I'm letting them all rest. Yeah. This is the worst you'll ever see me.
I'm happy people can see your eyes. I want the camera to see your eyes.
I've got no lashes. I've had these extension lashes on for so long. And I thought, I just want to give my eyes a rest and just take my extensions out. So it's my own hair and my own lashes, but I need to grow them more.
Problem is,
I prefer it's so nice just to...
good. With the surgery, everyone does. Some people start to look a bit the same because, to an extent, because you've got those bright teeth as well, right? I mean,
but I fell off a skateboard. This is another thing. I would never have done my teeth, but when I was 7, you can look now at the. When you look at the documentary, you'll see I had a cap because when I was 7, I fell off my brother's skateboard and cracked my tooth.
Right.
And they took the nerves out of the other one, and back then they didn't really do veneers and crowns like properly, so. If I didn't do that, I'd never have had my teeth done. I did it because I'd cracked them. So
they're so white, though. They're so white. Which I guess is what you want.
I did go for the whitest.
Makes me
I think they're a bit too big now.
I think of Ryland Clark.
But I wish, Do
you know Ryland?
Yeah, of course I do. He was on my show. Everyone forgets Ryland started on my original show, signed by Katie.
Really? I thought he was on Big Brother.
Then he did X Factor after my show.
X Factor. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, I like him.
But very bright. If you two were like, we wouldn't need this.
Everyone says that.
This lighting we wouldn't need.
I know, but honestly, I would never have done my teeth if I didn't fall off a skateboard.
Yeah.
I always say to people, don't have veneers.
What?
I always say to people, just don't do your teeth. Keep your natural teeth.
Don't do veneers.
No, see, there's some things I would say to people, don't do lip lift.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay. I haven't even followed this story, but everyone's going on about it in all the news. You've got a husband. Is he currently your husband, Lee Andrews?
Yeah. So I'm not going into detail about Lee. I did, when he went missing, did all what I could. People don't believe he was kidnapped. He was.
Summer is here. Fancy some free beer? I've teamed up with Beer 52 to offer you a free case of 8 exclusive beers from Mexico. Go to beer52.com/gold and cover $5.95 postage to get all 8 delivered to your door. Beer 52 is the UK's #1 beer club, and this month they've launched their Mexico case, showcasing independent breweries from across the country. It's packed with lagers, pale ales, IPAs, and a rich stout. This is lager local from Cerveceria Morenos. It's crisp and light-bodied with low bitterness, high carbonation and a clean finish. Genuinely delicious and definitely not the kind of beer you'd usually find in the supermarket. You also get tasty snacks and the award-winning Ferment magazine. Don't like dark beer? Choose the light case instead. After your first case, you'll join the monthly club, but there's no minimum commitment. Pause or cancel anytime. Go to beer52.com/gold. That's the word beer, then the numbers 52.com/gold to claim your free case.
He was actually kidnapped?
Yes. I reported him to the missing persons. Because like that, when I put online, this was the last thing he was held up, had his hands tied. He generally did. And then I didn't hear from him. So me and his family like, what's happened? That's the last time he FaceTimed me. And so then we reported him to the missing persons in England, the British Embassy. And then the British Embassy got in contact. We gave them all what we knew, the location, all of that, because I had it on the phone. And then after a few, they couldn't locate him. Obviously, they went to Dubai saying British man, missing person. So it's their intelligence, like the MI5, the intelligence get in contact. Then, through their intelligence, because they have different teams, Dubai, I didn't know this. So you've got a hub in the middle. That hub, they deal with Dubai and England, missing persons. Then I had the kidnap squad messaging me from British Embassy. And they rang me and said, right, I said, what do you think? He might have been kidnapped now. They're saying by the intelligence, yes. So I'm like, shit, what do I have to do? So they had to tell me that if I get a ransom call, what I have to do, that I have to record the call. And the kind of questions they would want me to ask the people if they want a ransom, so while I record the call. Because the longer you keep them on the call, the more they can trace things to know what they're saying. So every day at 3:00, the kidnap team would call me for updates. They still couldn't find where he was. So he was kidnapped.
Why?
At gunpoint, because he was by the border.
Oh.
So he actually was kidnapped. And because I made enough noise that Dubai, I don't know quite how it all happens there. But it was like 3 days before they said to me, Kate, would you be up for doing, like a national press thing? Do you remember like Maddie McCann?
Yeah.
Where the actual worldwide press thing?
Yeah.
They were saying, would you do it? I said, well, yeah. So they were setting that up for me to do that because he really was missing. And no one believed it. And it actually is legit, it's true. He actually was kidnapped.
What was it like for you those days?
Well, because I was talking to the missing people, because they said normally if people go missing for longer than a week, if they find them, they normally come back dishevelled or like that. But if it's any longer, you normally find men. They said men in their 40s are more likely to do suicide, or they go in rivers. They would find them in England like 3 months later. But they said they were trying to see if there was a river or something near where he was. Because at first I thought, has he faked it because of all this shit he's getting in the media?
Is he a nutter?
No,
I don't know him. Is he
No, this is the thing. Has he faked it? And they said if he had decided to kill himself in the desert, one, they were worried that he'd run out of water and that, dehydrate.
Shit.
Or if they do find him in water, because it's hot there, your body would float quicker.
Right.
Whereas in England, it doesn't. It takes ages for the body to float up because the coldness.
This is shocking stuff you're having to think about.
I was going through all this, but at the same time, the media or people online thinking it was a joke, and it actually really wasn't a joke. Generally, really, really worried.
What were they saying?
I thought, has he gone off to commit suicide because he doesn't know how to cope with all this stuff going on, what people are saying he is and what he isn't? It all started from an ex of his. And now it's got to a point, there is so much noise about Lee that I'm not even looking at it at the minute.
Where is he now?
He's in prison. I think he comes out today. Because in Dubai, you can go in prison for anything.
Yeah.
Civil cases, anything. And that's known. I didn't know about all this until you're in Dubai and talk to people. You can go in prison for anything. You can go in for a month because they're so slow at doing things out there. But literally anything. You could be in the pool with someone and kiss them. if you're seen by someone, you just get locked in for like 20 days or whatever. It really is strict out there.
Okay.
But I didn't know all that until, because I'm like, nah. Because over here, if you go to prison, you go to prison. You don't really go in for civil, really. Not that quick. But you do over there.
So, and what's the reason, have they said?
Civil, just something he owed money on or something. I don't know the case because I still speak to him 3 times a day.
Right.
But he's never, and I want to clarify, he has never, ever asked me for money. I have never, ever paid money to bail him out or given him money. He pays for my flights. He pays for everything for me in Dubai. He's never done nothing wrong to me. Obviously, I'm open-minded and seen all these stories about him. But there is so much. I'm like, what is true, what isn't? There's never smoke without fire. So...
And it's all a bit over my head because it's about like fraud and trading.
Same. But in Dubai, so many people do the trading and all of that over there. So many people.
So as far as you know, he's just like doing his trading thing and you're not, you don't know about all that.
I don't know anything about any of that. Like, but, you know, I will be questioning when he comes out now because there's so much has come out again about him. I'm like, come on.
Have you not
now.
even spoken then the whole time with him?
Yeah, I speak to him every day. He calls me from prison.
What was the stuff about him selling intimate videos of you?
See, that is I've never done a sex tape with him. I learnt that from back in the day with Dame Bowers. Never.
I've never done a sex tape with him.
No, because I always say to my kids, never, and I say to anyone who's listening from the younger generation, never send a picture to anyone naked showing your bits. One, it's in the cloud. You never know, it can be shared. Never do it. So I would never do it.
Okay.
And he said it as a joke in a voice note to someone. And I sent it to my sister because the email came through to her. I said, look, Sophie said it as a joke. I said, I haven't even done a sex tape. And then it's come out. This is what I mean. There's media love clickbait. I'm not saying everyone's lying because you can't have smoke without fire. So I am going to ask him questions when he comes out because obviously I wouldn't hurt anyone. And I don't want to be with someone who's proper scamming other people and that, because that's not the kind of person I want to be with either.
And you haven't asked him about that on the phone?
But he denies it.
Yeah, you can't really. You'll just...
So I'm like, in the middle, I want to protect people. I want to protect myself. But also, he's done nothing to... The Lee I know is not like that. So it's
nice
hard
fella?
for me to come... Yeah.
Are you in love?
Am I in love? No, I do love him.
In love with him?
Yeah, I do love him, yeah.
Because how many times have you been married?
That's my 4th. I had to think about that then.
My dad's been married 4 times.
Has he?
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it?
But you know what? This is the thing. You only live once. And, you know, if you want to do something, do it. There's no textbook to say you have to wait this long and that. I'm a hopeless romantic. But one thing I will say, I would never let a man hurt me again. So if Lee ends up being like, really like what people say, I'm not going to sit there and cry and be like, oh, he's broke my heart. I'll be like, well, because the story started coming out a week after I met him, it's sort of in my brain, like, just have your antennas out.
It sounds like, and I guess a lot of women learn this over time as well.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's like a barrier you've started to put up.
I just won't I'm too much in a good place now. I've had therapy, I've had relationship therapy, everything. And I will never, ever, ever let a man hurt me again. End of, never.
But if he's like, you find he's cheated on you, that's going to hurt you, isn't it? Or would you, even then, you wouldn't be...
Do you know what? My 3rd husband, the betrayal of that was the worst ever.
Who was
my
he?
best friends, Kieran. My best friends of 25 years, having not just cheating, relationships with them. That betrayal is the worst. That's like...
With your best mates?
2 of them, 25 years, yeah. A year and a half with one, 10 months with the other. And the nanny was 10 months.
While he was with you?
Yes. I never knew anything about it. Although I noticed my friends changing. That is like a different ball game. That is like, that felt like murder. That would been murder. Because normally, if something happens to you, you would turn to your husband or your best friend.
Right, yeah.
So that was pretty fucked up, to be honest.
Oh,
and I wouldn't wish that pain. It was a pain, like a pain. I can't explain the betrayal. So I never let a man hurt me again. Never.
I can't believe you did that.
Yeah, that was awful.
That's
and
like
I
they
caught
went
them on
out
the beach as well on holiday.
What, you just saw them like getting off?
Yeah. And I stood there.
What was the moment at that moment in your heart?
It was like, am I really seeing this?
You can't trust anyone then.
I can't. My circle is so slow. I've had friends, managers, people who've worked for me, like, betray me. They've taken my kindness as a weakness. So whereas now, I would never let it happen. I've got rid of so many people out of my life, and it was the best thing I ever did. The people who were with me through my breakdown are the people who are still with me now, who don't want from me or nothing like that, just solid people. And I'm the happiest. I moved my way from an area. I got rid of all friends around me. So now it's my brother and sister that look after me. And yeah, and I'm the happiest I've ever been. I won't be controlled by anyone anymore. I'm not a product to anyone. I only do jobs that I want to do. I get job offers all the time. I don't do them all because I don't want to do them. I like get offered loads of podcasts. Don't do them all.
Yeah.
I'm just so pick and choose what I want to do now.
We're top tier.
This is the truth. I don't do all podcasts anymore.
The moment you're seeing this fella on the beach with your best friend, like, I just can't. Well, I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Well, it was worse because I was pregnant with our second child.
I just can't.
No, but do you know how it started?
What?
When I was pregnant with my first, I noticed she had changed. I mean, it's all in my book. People have read it. They would see. Because in the documentary, I don't go into detail, but it's detail in the book.
Yeah.
And she started cloning into me. Now, I'm the kind of woman that if I've got a friend and they're like, I don't like the way I look or whatever, I'm the kind of person, if we have a night, I'll get your makeup done or I'll get your hair done. I'm that kind of person, want them to feel good and look good. I'm not one of these women who don't want my friends to look good. I want to make them feel good and whatever. I started doing that with her. She started cloning into me. And I kept saying to everyone, do you notice that Jane's like acting different, like around Pete? And Kieran. And I used to say to him, do you fancy Jane? He'd be like, oh, fuck off, Kate. She's old enough to be my mum because she was a lot older than me. But everyone around me noticed it. But he made me think, oh, it's your hormones, you're pregnant.
He gaslit you?
Yeah, bad. And anyway, I paid for our holiday to go to France. So I drove my 7.5-ton lorry to France with all our kids in the back. She was with her husband and her kids. And it was me and her husband in the front driving. I'm heavily pregnant at this point. That's why we didn't fly. And we thought we'd take the kids and all that on a road trip. And because I knew her husband before I knew her. And we'd be in the front like, look at them in the back. It's like he knew and I knew. It's like we both knew, but didn't say anything. Anyway, my waters broke. I was in Aix-en-Provence.
Right.
My waters broke early.
Yeah.
And so I was in hospital. None of them spoke English in this hospital.
Bastards.
And I had to be bedridden because they were trying to keep the baby in me longer until the water was like the less it could be.
Right.
And they weren't visiting me at night. They'd all come. And I'm thinking, why isn't my husband here with me? Like, I'd be in the hospital on my own all day. And the TV was all in French. And it was like, I'd be phoning everyone going, but Kieran's not here with me. It's really weird. Why aren't he here with me? And then they would turn up to hospital. She'd be in tiny little dresses and that. And I'd be like, what is going on here? Anyway, then he left one night and then they said, no, you've got to have your emergency cesarean now, the baby. So I rang him, said, you've got to come back. I'm having the baby. He came back. And in France, they don't let the dads in the room with you.
Oh.
And it was the worst experience. So I had the cesarean and I wasn't even all numb. It was just traumatic. Anyway, they took the baby off me and they left me in like the recovery room for about 2-3 hours. Still hadn't seen Jet. because they took the baby off me. Still hadn't seen Kieran. They wheeled me back to my the room. The baby wasn't there. And because I had postnatal depression with Junior, like for a mum, you want to see the baby. It's like the baby's gone out of me. The baby's not in the room. He was upstairs. And I said to Kieran, have you seen the baby? He's like, yeah, I've been up there with him for 2 hours. I'm like, I want to see him. The hospital wouldn't let me go up and see him, wouldn't even wheel me up there. And he said, right, I'm going now. Literally like that. So I remember being in the hospital room on my own, baby's upstairs, haven't seen the baby, the husband's gone back. And I'm like sitting in this hospital room like, I've just had a baby. My husband's not here. I haven't got the baby. And it was really weird. And I called my friend, Mikey, because I felt really ugly at this point. I had no extensions in, so I thought, we're going to go to France, just let my hair out. I said, can you fly over in the morning and do my hair? Because Jane made me feel really like ugly because she's all doing herself up. She was really weird around Kieran. Anyway, he arrived and he was the first one to wheel me up in the morning to take me to see Jet for the first time. Not Kieran. And then, anyway, I said, like, I want Jane to go back home now because her husband was going to take the horse box back. And I got my brother and that to fly over to get the kids, to take them back. So it was Kieran, Jane and her kids in the villa. And I'm like, this isn't right. Anyway, I said, I want her to go home. She don't need to be here now. And I was phoning my mum, his mum, saying, why is he at the villa with Jane? Why isn't he here with me? And I just knew something, my intuition. And then the day, they let me go out for a day at the villa when Derek was there. And me and Derek were talking. And he said, I think we've opened a can of worms here. I said, yeah. So when I went back to the villa, even Kieran wouldn't come and sunbathe. He was at the other end with Jane playing with her kids. And I'm sitting with Derek, her husband. We're looking at him like, is this really going on?
Oh, my God.
Anyway, cut the long story short.
You should have slept with Derek.
No, I've known Derek for years.
Yeah. Well,
and no, and it was nothing like that.
Get even.
I wouldn't do that anyway. Well, I'm married, you know.
Well, come on.
But I'm not like that. I've never had a one night stand in that in my life. I'm not going to do that. And anyway, so then Jane did go home and Kieran was acting really weird. And because I had the holiday insurance, then because Jet was in intensive care for about, 5 weeks there, that Jet was then able to fly back on a private jet with the doctor because we couldn't go on a normal flight and all of that because he was too young. Got to England. I said, right, we're not seeing Jane now for a while. But anyway, that was that. Didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Then I was pregnant again. We all went on holiday again.
How many kids you got?
5.
It's a lot. It's good.
So basically, on this holiday, we started seeing Jane and that again. But I just noticed, I knew something was going on. But no, everyone's like, Kate, it's in your head. It's in your head. And then we went to Cape Verde. I was playing cards with the kids and Kieran. Jane was in her bit opposite, waiting for Derek to fly over because he was going to join us for the holiday. He said, I'm just going to go to the bar and get a drink. What do you want? I said, I'll have a hot chocolate. And so did the kids. He was gone ages. And I'm like, what's going on here? Anyway, I then went to bed, texted him, said, I don't know where you are. And this kid's toy kept going off in the room, so I couldn't sleep. So I thought, fuck this, where is he? Went outside, the security was there. I said, can you just keep an eye on the villa for a minute?
Right.
I need to find where my husband is. I said, is Jane in her villa? He went, no, she's left her kids in there. Straight away, I'm like, I knew it. So walking along the front, I know this story's long, but I'm just trying to get you to get the feel of it. And obviously people recognised me there and they went, are you all right? I went, no, has anyone seen my husband? They pointed like that towards the beach.
Oh, now this is public. This whole humiliation.
Yeah.
They're all involved.
So it's late at night. And you know when they stack all the sunbeds up?
Yeah.
So I could see 2 figures on a sunbed. And I'm walking there. And I just know. And I stood there like from me here to like where you are. Watching them on the sunbed. Her doing what she's doing to him. And the feeling is really like, oh my God, it's real. And I remember I pulled her off the sunbed and went, I fucking knew it, you know.
Did you like punch her?
Have you ever seen My Best Friend's Wedding?
No, no.
Where Cameron Diaz, Julia Roberts is running after, and then Cameron Diaz is, I said, I knew it, and got up. I said, and have you told her that I'm pregnant? Because he told me not to tell anyone. Anyway, he denied it all. I said that anything had happened. It's the first time. Basically, long story short, we got back to England. I made him do a lie detector test. The one, Tristan, who was on Jeremy Kyle.
Right.
He failed it all.
You got Jeremy Kyle's team to come down?
No, not the TV. The people who do the lie detector
Yeah,
test.
like his lie detector
his team. But I didn't do it on telly. No, I didn't go on
He's been
Jeremy
on here,
Kyle.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I like Jeremy.
I had him on the show. He was good.
Anyway, and that's when he come clean. Because he couldn't lie anymore. That's how I got it out of him.
If I were him, I wouldn't have done the lie detector.
Well, he had no choice. And that's how I got the truth. A year and a half, they were in a relationship. So it ruined her marriage.
Oh my God, poor Derek.
I took him back because I was pregnant with my second one.
Oh my God.
But then that's when I found out he was seeing my other friend 10 months. Then I decided to get an ugly nanny and ugly.
Yeah.
Thinking, well, you won't be tempted.
Do you think she knew she was...
He was with her for 10 months.
Even the ugly nanny?
Saw the messages on the phone, and that was the last straw. Right? Then I was like, that's it, get out of my house.
This
honestly.
is meant, Katie, the way people treat you.
No, this has been, but there's so much more I could tell. It wasn't just them.
I guess we can't stay too long on that story, can we?
No, we can't, but it's just...
Your son Junior says you're scared of being alone.
Not now, I was. Not now, I love it.
Do you?
And you know, the fact that Lee lives in Dubai, and then I'm at home, I do my own thing. Like I say, I love my house.
Yeah.
I love being in my house. And I just love doing what I want to do now.
Do you love your kids?
Love my kids.
I've got
I've got
5
Harvey
kids.
living with me at the moment because he doesn't like his residential until his new place is ready.
What's going on in Harvey's? Because I see bits and pieces. And
I love him. He's so funny.
Sometimes inadvertently, isn't he? Because he'll just, what did he say?
He's so quick-witted. Don't ever be fooled by Mr. Price.
So he's doing it on purpose?
He's clever. He doesn't talk like us.
Because what was it when you asked him to say something on TV? Didn't he just say like...
No, I didn't tell him to say it. He just
what
said
did he say?
I said, what do you want to say to all the people who are horrible to you?
What did he say?
Hello, you cunts. And I'm thinking, but in a way, he's only saying what we all want to say.
So he's like thinking, what do I want to say? Yeah, that's what I want to say.
It's just so funny. He knows exactly. His memory is unbelievable. He remembers things like when I was in America with Pete, people who were there, this and that, the school, the teachers. His mind is unbelievable, things he remembers.
Wow.
And he's taught me his language, basically.
Okay.
But I don't know if he sounds like me or if I sound like him, because when you see us together, the way we just banter with each other, we sound so alike.
So what condition does he have?
Septic optic dysplasia. It's to do with the frontal pituitary gland, basically.
Do you know why that happens?
I've had tests and everything. He was 3 weeks late. I don't know if it's to do with that. We've had all blood tests, everything. It's a very rare thing that he's got. But then he was born blind as well. But he can see something now. He's also autistic, ADHD, cortisol deficient. He's got tic disorder, obesity.
Have you looked up the kind of Elon Musk stuff where you can fix eyesight with computers?
We've tried all that. My mum, we've tried all around the world. But the way I look at it is Harvey doesn't know any different. He doesn't know what it's like to see, does he? So he can see something now. I'm not worried about his eyesight. What I worry about is him having a heart attack, his obesity. He weighs just under 30 stone. I've tried going private with him to start him on Monjaro or something because of his medical. You know, it's easy for me to just give it, but I wouldn't do that because of his other medication. You have to have all the team tick it off. It's getting to a point now, he doesn't want to walk anywhere. He gets out of breath and sweats. And they have said he's at high risk of having a heart attack.
You can't force him to walk or anything, can you?
You try, but like, he literally breaks in a sweat. Because I bath him twice a day as well. And it breaks my heart seeing him getting in and out the bath. just because he's so big and heavy. And he goes, Mum, I'm like a humpback whale. Like, I'm like, no, you're not, Harv. I love you. And like,
yeah. But does he get upset going, I'm like a humpback whale? Is he going,
no.
He didn't care.
And he says, I've got Santa belly. He's all about Christmas now. And it's funny, if he sees someone with a big belly, he goes, you're a fat Peppa Pig. Like this, randomly, if I take him in the shops, or he goes, oh, you look like Santa with a big belly.
I'm going to start saying that to people.
No, but he does that. He just comes out with it. And I'm like, Harv, you mustn't say that. And he goes, oh, sorry, dickhead. Like, and then I'm like, Harv, you don't call him a dickhead.
Oh, my God.
Like.
But you know what's funny, though? Because people associate you with, like, glamour, model, all this stuff going up.
This is the thing. People don't see me at home.
Yeah, you're bathing your son twice a day.
Well, he's 24 and he's a baby. He doesn't know about hygiene. He has medication 4 times a day. And he'd die if he doesn't have it. So I have to bath him or wash him because he doesn't understand. When he goes to the toilet, I have to wipe his bum. He wets the bed. Like, he is a baby in a man's body.
I think there are some people out there who would have just washed their hands of it.
No, not me.
No, but there are people out there.
Yeah, but he's my
psychopaths.
son. I wouldn't. There's no way. Like,
it just shows you're not a psychopath.
He likes me to put Rockabye Baby on at night, Rusty Rhymes, and I have to stroke his head like that and kiss his lips and hold his hand. Like, he wants me to cuddle him to sleep. But that's just, he'll always be a baby like that. So
his father's Dwight York, the Trinidad and Tobago footballer who plays for Man United.
If you say to Harvey, who's Dwight? He goes, he's black. That's all he says. And
well, he's not wrong.
Yeah, because I've tried to show him, but he doesn't understand. And I wish Dwight, he would have such a laugh with Harv. Such a laugh, because he's so funny.
But he doesn't want
to. Does
he not get involved?
No, my mum tries every year to contact his manager, every year.
His manager? You don't even have a direct call.
And the same answer, not interested. But yet he's got another son who's the same age as Princess. And apparently does stuff with him, sees him all the time.
Because he said, like, I think it was back in 2009, he was saying that he was involved in Harvey's life.
He's seen him about 6 times in his whole life. Nothing. I wish you would get involved. Because and everyone's like, Kate, why would you even let him do that when he hasn't been there? Because I'm not that kind of person. It's like...
Oh, you want Harvey to have his dad in his life.
And I want him to be proud of Harvey, what he's become.
Yeah.
Like... And he so looks like Dwight as well. I always think people must say to Dwight, oh, I saw your son do this. He's so funny. He's this, that. They must do. Surely people do.
I don't know. I don't know what his mates are like.
Oh, I don't know. But if I was their mates, I'd be like, come on, like.
Go see your son.
Because everyone's grown up with Harv. And Harvey's done so well considering they said he'd never walk or talk.
Is it hard for your other kids because you must have to give so much attention to him?
No, they're used to him. They talk to him like me. It's like, no, they're just used to Harv.
What about, because they said, your kids have said, Junior and Princess, that when you were using a lot of drugs, it was very difficult, like you weren't able to
I had a breakdown, like I tried to kill myself twice. And I thought I was being the best mum ever. But when you're that down, that depressed, don't even want to get out of bed, this and that, it's a place I would never wish on anyone. And the only way you could get out of it is to get help. And that's why I went in the Priory. I never had addiction with drugs. It wasn't that. So when I went to the Priory, they assessed you. So I was never on there for addiction. I was there as a general patient for severe, what was it they treated me for? Severe traumatic rehabilitation, PTSD. So I've been diagnosed with that.
Does that go back to what happened to you when you were 7?
No, well, I think everything, basically relationships, Kieran, my breakup with Pete, all stems to all of that. Because behind the scenes, no one knows what goes on, court cases, this, that, what you get accused of, this, just an ongoing. And then the media on top, like it just all... I think because I had so many things to deal with, I didn't deal with any of it. I would just carry on. And then all the bankruptcy stuff, it was just like one big noise, couldn't cope with any of it. And then you don't communicate to anyone. Then it gets worse and worse till I got into this rut. And Kieran introduced me to the coke. So I never did it as a social thing to me, because I didn't know I had ADHD then as well. And for me, I didn't take it for a high. I took it because it quietened things down in my head. So when they assessed me, it all makes sense. So when they assessed me for ADHD, they said, have you ever done drugs? I said, I've tried the coke. He said, what does it do to you when you take it? I said, it just makes it go quiet, and I just sit like that and I don't have to worry about anything. He said because it's a stimulant, it does the opposite effect to someone with ADHD. Whereas someone who hasn't got ADHD, it makes them more lively, chatty, talky, like sociable. Whereas I'm like that anyway, so it done the opposite effect to me.
The problem is that feeling, isn't it? Because I've from back in the day, you know, and like the feeling when it starts to wear off is one of the panickiest feelings you can have.
It's awful. It's the worst.
You don't wish that on anyone.
No, I don't.
Because you need more. You need more.
And that's, so I suppose over like 2 years I did it. I didn't do it every day, but it just grasped me through the dark time. And then it was like, tried to kill myself, tried to hang myself. Well, I did hang myself, and I don't know how I survived it, but I did. I woke up with all bruises, my phone down the toilet. I did it for a microphone wire.
You did a microphone wire?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Katie. When was that?
No, 5 years ago. And then obviously tried to crash my car because I didn't want to be here. Another time, and I survived that.
So your head's just going, I want it all to stop.
Be here. Nothing, just didn't want to be here. Felt worthless. Like,
but what about your kids?
But when you're in that state, and then what did it for me? I was like, oh my God, what if my kids got that phone call? And it's like, yeah, I was like, what if my kids got that phone call? And so I went into the Priory, and they then went through all of my traumas. And this is what they said to me. Normally in the Priory, because I used to like the group sessions because you hear other people's stories, what they're in for. Some people you'd think, what, you're only in here for that. But what is small to me is massive to them. So you can't judge anyone on the mental health and what affects people. But what they did say to me is, Kate, you're one of the only people we've ever had in here who've had so many real life traumas, and you're still here, like you survived it all. And being in there makes you realise it can affect anyone at any time. There were lawyers in there, barristers, high businessmen in there, army people in there, mums, dads, abuse. It's amazing how many what people are in there. And you feel like you're not alone. And it's like, doesn't matter how many times you get people to say, sort yourself out, that don't make a difference. You've got to want to do it yourself.
Do you still have low moments?
No.
What?
I know how to deal with triggers now.
But everyone has some low moments.
No, I've honestly, a part in my life, I can control triggers. Like I could watch telly and there could be something about an affair or something, and it might just go in my mind, oh, I know how that feels, I've been there, but I can just trigger off. And like I can go out, and if people could do coke, whatever they want around me, like if you're out at an event, you could tell when people want it. No one ever asked me now because they know I'd like, no, I'm all right, thanks. The strength it takes to go, no, I'm all right.
It's amazing how many people do it.
Do you know what? Literally, everyone does it. I don't care. They do though.
Yeah.
You must say they do. Everyone does it.
But a lot
for
do.
Me, I don't look at it as like, oh yeah, I look at it as straight away, puts you back like, no thanks. Even the smell of something makes you feel sick. It steals
happiness from tomorrow, I think. Like you're stealing it for now, but then later you're going to feel terrible.
But what you get out of pushing forward, the doors that open, your life that's happier, my horses, the kids, like just being in control yourself and not doing it is the best feeling ever.
Do you feel bad about
low moments? What are my low moments?
Do you feel bad about how they have been, like they've had to sort of be around?
I feel bad, and I've apologised to my family, people I've hurt on the way, but also I go on about the ADHD. When they diagnosed it, they tried me on medication, none of it worked. So now I've learned to understand what ADHD is for me.
Yeah.
If I was diagnosed earlier, my response to things, impulsiveness, would have helped me in a lot of ways as well. So I've learned so much about myself, what I want in life, how I'm not going to be a product to anyone, how I'm not going to be controlled by a man, and I'll only do the jobs that I want to do. And you live life it's like in therapy, imagine a circle and 100% of a circle. In that circle, you've got to put in how much work do you do, how much self-love do you do, how much time do you spend with your family, holidays, this, that. And then when I looked at that circle, how do I want to change that in my life? And that's what I stick on. Like family, love.
What about, I mean, do you give credit to Peter Andre? Because has he given them some kind of stability, the kids?
But this is the thing. I've brought Harvey up on my own. He's a credit to me. Mm-hmm. My other kids have had their dads. And unfortunately, the only time I've ever had trouble is with the dads, with the kids. Never had trouble with Harvey. And look what a beautiful man he's turned out. And that was all through my highs and lows. I remember it's not like my kids were at home and just me. I would have people to help, like a nanny or something, because of my job. I was still going to work. Even though I had my breakdown, I was still going to work. I was doing loose swimming. I don't know how I did loose swimming when I was in the worst that I was, but I did because I know how to pick myself up and put on the front and just do it. So I think for the kids, because I'm such a loving person, that they noticed that I was vacant. You just have that. You can tell if someone's vacant and they're not themselves, and the kids pick up on it. So it's not like I did it on purpose. Because the kids, they still never went without. What they went without was the love that they needed from me, which I thought I was giving to them. Because when you're ill, you don't know, do you? Because you're ill.
Did Peter give that to the
pardon?
kids? Did they get that from their dad?
I don't ask, don't know.
Yeah. What about?
I don't think Emily would be the one to cuddle them, because you've got one mum that does that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just different. I don't know. I don't ask questions about what it's like there.
What about, because a lot of your story is about a lot of men and what they've done to you, and it's terrible, really. And I really feel bad about but what are there things that you've done that are you in your career, in your life, where you go, gosh, that wasn't right?
But I think that's part of the ADHD. It's not an excuse, but like I say, the impulsiveness. What you've got to remember, the creativity, isn't it? I'm creative. And no one can take this away from me. If I want to do something in my work, I'll do it and I'll make sure it happens. If I want to get a perfume, I'm realistic.
Yeah.
If I want to bring a product out, I'm realistic. If I know I feel like I put my 100% into it, and if it fails, I know I've put my 100% in it. And then work out why did it fail, what went wrong, and then try again.
But what is something that is there something that you're ashamed of? I mean, it's a question I ask a lot of guests.
Eurovision.
What was that?
Representing, Eurovision.
Yeah, but what was so bad?
I was offered a Sony album. Never told, that's the reason why I did it. I couldn't sing that song then, couldn't sing it now. And I was pregnant, never told anyone I was pregnant. And then I got caught out on telly that I was pregnant and I didn't want to lie. That's how I lost 1% to Javine. So I didn't end up representing England, Javine did. But that is my worst regret out of anything. There's lots of men regrets, but when it comes to my job, my only ever regret has been Eurovision.
What about someone? Was there someone you fucked over, someone you weren't nice to?
I never start trouble, but I'll always have the last word. I'm a Gemini. Revenge is sweet. Do you know what? It is true. Success is the best revenge on anyone, and silence is key. I wish I knew them tools back then.
You just go ahead and you just leave that and you do your thing.
Yeah, it'd be like I'll do something and know, like, Kate, are you going to do it? If you are, think of the consequences, but it's too late. That button's pushed, done it. And then I'm like, oh, wait for the corruption. I've always done that. Right.
One of the earliest sort of men issues was Gareth Gates, I think.
Yeah.
You were young. He was even younger.
Yeah.
And he sort of denied that he was with you, which must have been, was that quite painful?
That's hurtful, because why would anyone deny? I think this is why I've not really been... There's probably businessmen or footballers or people like that who'd probably want to know me or might fancy me, but they would never get in touch because my public persona would put them off. When really I can keep things quiet. Gareth Gates was an example. And I find out 25 years later that why he really ghosted me.
And why was that?
Because he was told not to go near me, and he was told that I set up the pictures, and I never did. Never did.
Oh, those pictures. So there were pictures set. So who got them? It was actually Pat's.
Well, they interviewed the guy on my documentary who did it, and he said, no, it was nothing to do with Kate. It was me. I don't even know who that guy was, yeah.
Because we all think the way the media works, like people watching this will think whenever there's photos of like a couple on the beach, they've set it up.
Oh, I do now. If I go on holiday now, not every time because I never know where the paps are hiding. But if I go on holiday, I will set up bikini shots. So then they're out and then no other paparazzi will bother because I've already done the shot.
That pays for the holiday.
Well, it's not just the holiday, it's the privacy where I'm on holiday. I don't want a man hanging around with a camera pointing it at me. Like, fuck off, I'm on holiday. So if I do the pictures myself, the pictures are out. And then they're not going to want the picture because I've already done it.
How long do you think that will continue working? Do you think they still want, like, when you're 60, 70?
Who knows? Tomorrow's a different day.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
I don't know.
Yeah. So then with
I never knew I'd still be 30 years on. And I still am. I don't know. You tell me, what is the fascination? I'm asking you. What do you think it is?
I probably should have thought about that before having you on.
Isn't it weird? Because I am just down to earth normal, but it's just a crazy life I've got.
Well, to start with, okay, let's think about. I'm going to think about this in real time.
Here we go. God,
in real
I
time,
love it.
You don't look down to earth normal. That's it, do you?
What do you mean? I'm in my Bershka tracksuit.
You got boobs from out here to here.
Oh, you mean just...
Yeah, tats everywhere. You've done your face 100 times. You don't,
thousands,
you don't, you know, I'm not saying good or bad. I'm not making a comment like that. I'm just saying you don't look like the down-to-earth normal person. You look like a celebrity.
No.
That's to start with. Yeah, of course you do.
How? I'm in tracky bottoms and a vest top and
with
trainers.
Like double
that's
Z
not celeb.
boobs everywhere.
But I've always had them.
Yeah, that's not exactly. And they've always followed you around.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Apart from the implants that are at home that have been taken out and in and out.
Bloody hell. And then there's all the famous husbands, exes, all of those kinds of things. That's going to get loads of. And then also, I think there's some people that they're famous for being famous, and it just continues and continues, doesn't it?
I don't think I'm famous for being. I hate the word famous anyway. I have actually done a lot of stuff, products and
as well,
magazines and shoots, and travelled the world. So I'm not like an influencer. I'm definitely not an influencer. It's just on Instagram.
Yeah. Would it be bad if you were? Is that bad?
That's the new generation.
They're making a good business out of it.
Yeah, they are. New generation now.
Got to admire
YouTube, yeah, I do. It's a different way of life. That's what my kids would be growing up into. So, you know, people on TikTok and...
Would you want them not to be in the world, in the eye like that, public eye?
I want my kids to do what they want. I definitely don't push them. They're always... Junior's always been a good singer. He's doing his album now. He's releasing his song in a month. Princess is like following my footsteps.
It's not made you happy. I think about people like Amy Winehouse. There's just countless stories, isn't there? It doesn't seem to make people happy.
I am happy though. I would never.
Only after, endless therapy,
but as
priory.
much, but the traumas have been through men and situations like when I was filming for ITV, I didn't get asked to be held at gunpoint and raped in front of my kids. I didn't ask for that. That just happened because we was in South Africa and we pulled over because Junior wanted the toilet. We all got out and then a car pulled up. I didn't ask for that. That's what I mean. These traumas like that just happen.
That is mental.
I didn't ask for 3 kidnap threats with Scotland Yard involved saying, right, you've got a gang coming for you and this and that. Don't go to your house. I didn't ask for that.
But if you weren't famous, none of it might have happened. Is there another alternate reality where you never got famous and maybe...
I would have been a paramedic.
Do you reckon?
I know so.
And maybe you'd have been happier.
I'm still going to train to be a paramedic. You're never too old for it. I just love helping. That is just me.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, love it. Well, I was training to be a nurse and it never happened. Got into modelling. That's why I wanted to be a registered nurse, but now I want to be a paramedic.
I asked the actress Evan Rachel Wood if you had never been famous, do you think, is there another world where you're not famous and you're happier? And she said, yeah. But what about you?
Even if I said I want to walk away from it, what am I walking away from? I love being in front of the camera. I'm an exhibition. I love doing reality and I just love it. So the thing is, I actually enjoy what I do. But I really enjoy what I do. But I've just that it's the men and the heartache that has been the hard bit for me, not my job. Yeah, the media, they slag you off, but then I've been in situations like when I've been with a man or something, then they twist and turn it and they love it when I split up with them because then it becomes a media frenzy and this and that.
But it also keeps your image going.
But I don't do it on purpose. I live my life how it is. It's like if a normal person breaks up with someone, they deal with it with their own family and friends. Whereas me, I only have to breathe, and I breathe wrong, and they write about it.
Sneeze.
This is it. But this is it.
Yeah, but then
I can't change that. And at the same time, I love what I do. I love, I'm bringing my empire back again. I'm bringing back my perfumes, my makeup, my equestrian range, and because I feel like I've now got the knowledge, got the experience, nothing more, and my head's like, I've been through it all, so now I'm in a place where I'll do things my way.
The thing is, there's like, I think of this with the royals as well. Like, so the royals, if they hate when everyone's putting things about them in the papers, but then if
it's always going to happen.
But if they stop doing it, the royals kind of stop existing. People stop talking about them, right?
Yeah.
So the same for you. You're in the media.
But it always happened since I was 17. It's all I know. I don't know a different way of life.
If they don't talk about you all the time, you kind of cease to exist. And it also stops you.
Yeah, I can see that. But then I don't know what it's like to have a 9 to 5 job. I don't know what it's like to get on a train, commute to London, go into an office. I've never done it. This is all, people have to remember, this is all I know. I'm just conditioned to this.
But is there part of you then that's going, I wish they'd stop talking about me every time there's a breakup? And then another, okay, Robbie Williams put it this way recently. Yeah. He said he was walking through London. He did an Instagram post about this. He was walking through and he was wearing a bright pink, whatever it was. And he's always worried, oh God, people won't leave him alone. I think, because it's frustrating. Imagine, it's like being you, I suppose. Everyone will jump on you all the time. You don't have any privacy. But he was suddenly going, oh shit, no one's coming to say, no one's recognizing me or no one's saying hello.
Yeah.
There's that kind of two sides.
So I don't think of it like that.
You don't?
Because I go to Sainsbury's, do
you wish they would just shut up about you then, the press?
I wish they'd write the truth.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
But can't they just get hold of you and ask?
But even if they ask for comment and we give it, they still write what they're going to write anyway. So I don't know why they ask for a comment when they're going to write it anyway.
What's the biggest example then of like a time when you've told them the truth and they've just reported a lie?
It's just constant. I couldn't even, it's just all the time. All the time. There was a thing about my kids the other day because they had unconditional written on them. And they said it was to do with Pete because he wrote a song. And they're like, but they didn't do anything for their mum. That's not why they had to tattoo unconditional. I know the truth. But yet again, they go against me. It's attack against me. I've had a tattoo of princess. I've got 5 kids. Had a tattoo of princess on my leg. I've just had one of Harvey. And the headline is, oh, she leaves Junior out. I've got 5 kids. It's painful to have a tattoo. And I've got to book it in my schedule to do it. I'll have all my 5 kids tattooed on me. I can't win in that either.
That was true. So then, that Junior wasn't in one of the tattoos.
Well, he is going to be on it, but I've only got 2 of my kids, and I've got 5 kids. They're all going to be on me. So if I'd done Junior first, then they probably would have said, "Oh, she's left Harvey out," and the others. That's what I mean. I can't win whatever I do.
Why did they have unconditional on them?
Because they've just. I can't say why. It will come out this year.
Ugh.
There's something that they've done.
Okay.
And at the end of it, it's like. Something for them to like unconditional.
It's not yours to reveal. Okay.
It's for them to reveal.
Okay.
Something they've filmed, which isn't out till October.
I see.
So I can't say what it is. I could tell you off air, but not on.
Okay. I'll ask in a minute and then I'll publish it.
Yeah, all right.
Looking back over all those men, who was the love of your life?
Dane.
Yeah, I could see that in the documentary. Your
everyone
eyes
says
light up.
Everyone says that.
Yeah. Who's Dane for like non-Brits and people who don't know?
He was in a boy band called Another Level.
They got some pretty good songs. I didn't actually know.
I loved their songs.
What's their most famous song? How's it go?
Let me lick you up and down till you say no. And the other one, from my heart, I'm giving you everything. That's from Notting Hill.
That is where I know it from.
And that film, Notting Hill, reminds me of me in a way.
Go on.
You know when she turns up?
Oh, you're lit.
Well, when she turns up to the family.
What's her name? Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. And she leaves the room and everyone's like, I feel like that's what it's like for
When
me.
you
I go
walk
and
in a
meet
room-
everyone. And then it's like, and when I leave, they're like, oh my God.
Do you think with
Just reminds
excitement?
me of me, yes.
Well, that's good. You've got a good self-image in that sense.
Oh yeah, I know about that. But it's like, I turn, because I'm just normal, I'll put the kettle on.
Because I think if I turn up and walk out the room, they'll go, fuck is that guy?
No, but then it's like,
Yeah.
I want them to know me, for me. Because the last thing I hate doing is if I turn up saying, what's this like? What's your job like? I'm like, what is this, a fucking interview? Like, just be normal to me.
Did you
Have tea, have a bit, talk about normal stuff.
Did you ever try it on with like Hugh Grant?
No, I'm quite shy like that. I wait for men normally to come to me.
And he never did.
No.
He's got funny taste though, doesn't he? Because you see the prostitute he picked up.
Oh, that was years ago, wasn't it?
Well, it's his taste though, isn't it?
Everyone's different. It's
Although
like,
Julia Roberts is very beautiful. And he was with her, was he? Or was it just the movie?
I think it was a movie. I don't know. The thing is
Liz
for me,
Hurley.
I'm in this celeb world,
Yep.
but I don't follow it all.
Have you got celeb mates?
Michelle Heaton, Kerry Katona, that's it. Only because I grew up with them from when we were younger in it, in the industry.
And you've been through similar kind of shit.
Yeah, but then I don't really go out, and my friends are like from school or who I've known like 20 odd years and who like just got their normal jobs and it's normal. They don't treat me any different. Like we're just all the same.
Where can people get
They
you?
all know when they come to my house, I'm like, you're thirsty? And they're like, you mean, Kate, you want me to put the kettle on? I'm like, yeah, go on in.
Yeah. So
Like-
you see yourself as very sort of down to earth and normal.
No, I am. When I'm with my mates, we're just the same. No one's any better than anyone. No one's got a better job than anyone. No one talks about money, this, that. We just all hang out. Like where we got the weather, because my garden's like kitted out, the outdoor barbecue and that. The deal is, instead of them going on the beach, they come to mine. The kids go in the pool, play football or whatever, and the men do the barbecue. And we all sit there and just have the barbecue, put the music on and chill.
Yeah. Sounds like a lovely life. You seem to be at a really good place right now.
Yeah, I love getting in, pajamas on,
Yeah.
and I love watching telly in bed and
What do you watch?
crime.
All the true crime stuff.
Everything. Yeah, just. But what I hate is when I watch crime, then I get excited to watch something else and it's about the same thing I've already watched, but they turned it into a documentary or something. Oh, I hate that. Then I have to go on YouTube to find like 60 Minutes Australia just to find another story or something. It's like, it's the only thing that stimulates my brain.
Yeah. A lot of women are into that. I heard that's because women are the people who are most likely to be victims of true crime. So their brains tell them,
They
watch
say
this.
a lot of people have had trauma as well, like watching crime.
Yeah.
But even as a kid, I used to love Crime Watch.
Yeah. Yes. That's funny because we just had we just did a video that's gone out about Jill Dando, about like who really killed her.
Yeah.
But no one really knows who it was.
Yeah, no, I've watched a few things on that one.
And then there was the Anne Widdecombe thing. It was a similar kind of thing.
That is shocking. Yeah.
Did she live?
If you're not comfy, you're not safe in your home. It's frightening.
Did you know Anne Widdecombe?
Do you know? I don't know if I've met her. I'm trying to think if I've ever met her. I don't know.
Because she lived on like the coast somewhere south.
Oh, I love it down there, Devon, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was in Cornwall last week. I took Harvey down there to go on steam train and things like that. He loved it.
He loves that.
Yeah.
That's nice. Where can people follow your podcast and that?
So you're asking me, I'm useless. Is it Spotify?
I'll put a link to it in the description below.
So you asked me at the end of my podcast with my sister, they're like, right, say where you can get it. I'm like, that's your bit, so.
We'll put a link. We'll find it. They'll tell me and all of that. Well, I think you're very different to what people think.
Am I different to what you think, or haven't you worked me out yet?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, cool. You're smarter than you let on.
Yeah.
And you're good at marketing. And I don't know. I don't know what's
so
the
you're
real...
stuck as well. I'm just me.
You can't work anyone. People think you can work people out and you can't. You don't know what's
See,
in
look,
someone's
after
head.
it, I'm literally going home
Yeah.
and I'll be ending up doing dinner for Harv, bathing him,
What are you going to cook?
chilling.
What are you going to cook?
Where he's autistic, he's only used to certain foods, pasta or chicken Kievs. He only likes certain chips.
But the garlic's going to get
salad
right and it's going to give him
I
heartburn.
know. And then salad cream. And then I'll be finishing off his sentences the whole night. He still goes on about the Queen's Jubilee when he talks about Yang Yang and bloody Gary Barlow, JLS, Robbie Williams, and
he's like stuck in the 90s.
because like he says Gary, and I have to say Barlow. Like it's like a comfort thing for me to finish in his sentences.
Wow.
Or like trains, when it's his trains.
Yeah.
6 coaches, I'm like on the rear, things like this.
Huh. Well,
Sutton, and I have to say to Luton.
And I guess, it's not the life people think Katie Price would be living.
No, he does. I'm like, Harv, please. He goes, all right, Mum. I'm like, you're doing my head. And he goes, I know. You're nuts, Mum. I drive you nuts. I'm like, you do, Harv.
Dwight York is missing out, I think.
Oh, no, he is.
Yeah. Well,
If anyone's listening to him and know him, tell him to be a man and meet his son.
Well, a lot of people watch this. Maybe someone who knows Dwight well.
I don't know why you don't.
Sort it out.
It's never too late.
You're not going to give him a hard time, are you? He'll just turn up and play with...
No, I don't want to give him... I just wanted to be proud of his son. That's all.
Yeah, man. Okay, well, I hope so. People, please try and track down Dwight York. Get him to go and see his son. Go and check out Katie's podcast. That'll be in the little
And my documentary.
And the documentary, which she only mentioned 17 times at the start.
I was only 17. I'll do it again then.
Yeah.
The documentary, it's 18.
It's a great documentary. Go check it out. Hit the like button and keep watching this show. I'll put something similar here. I wonder what's similar to Katie. I don't know. We'll put something.